Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Battle Tower. This is the second week. Should have been the third week, but unfortunately, your boy came down with an illness. My name is Melocrit, joined once again by the wonderful Tyson TCG. And we're back today testing some sort of meta, sort of on-meta, sort of on-stream decks. Tyson's got the spice today, I'm not going to lie. This one's a, a pretty exciting one. I'm excited to see how it plays because I missed it on stream. It should be pretty cool. But yeah, thanks again to everyone who is joining with us this week. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully we have some solid games. Tyson, if you want to kick things off and talk us through your list.
Yeah, for sure. So, like he mentioned, I got the spice. This is the almost top 16, just bubbled out at 17th place, Arceus Armarouge deck that was played at EUIC. So, if you couldn't tell by what's looking at you, this is an Arcbot deck. We want a Trinity Nova and Starbirth. But the new partner here after the Char Cadets is the Armarouge. Armarouge has the Fire Off ability. Essentially what Armarouge lets you do is anytime you want to during your turn, you can move fire energy up to your active Pokemon. So if your opponent bosses something up thinking they're going to stall you, nope. If they boss something up thinking that you're not going to be able to attack with it, nope. You can just do it because Fire Off is broken. And another piece of spice that this deck gets to play because we have the Armarouge line is this Armarouge EX. So if this has full HP, you take 80 less damage, so as an effective 340 HP. And that Scorching Bazooka attack is 40 for each fire energy on the Pokemon. So I think it's 4 energy in a max belt in your one-hit KO and Charizards, and they can't one-hit KO you back. So this is a good closer. We also have the option to go into Delphox V. Delphox is great for the magical fire attack, lets you do 120 to the active and then 120 to the bench. So if your opponent messes up and doesn't match their mana fee, then you can just snipe and take 2 prizes. You do have to lost zone 2 energy, but it's kind of fine. The deck plays 9. You don't ever really need 9. You got DTEs, so you're fine. And then, of course, another hard hitter in Gouging Fire. We want to use Blaze Blitz. We want to do 260 and be big so they can't one-hit KO us back. Moving to the more support stuff, we got Squawkabilly. You really never ever want this on your bench, but you'd rather have to Squawkabilly away your opening hand and get to play the game with a liability on your bench than not get to play the game at all. So that's why he's in here. MuEX for restart, and MuEX is low-key like the second best attacker in this deck. The copying Moonlight Shuriken is good. Copying Amp You Very Much is great. Copying Burning Darkness is good. So MuEX, good support, good for free retreat, good for the attack. And then this guy, the champion, when I first saw this card, I was like, this is bad. I still think it's bad. I just think it's good here. So Radiant Heatran, we want to use Raging Blast. Essentially, this can be our damage sponge for Magma Basin. And then if our opponent deals with it, cool, they just went to odd prizes. Or they had to take a 1 prize and they wanted to take 2. And if they don't deal with it, we just fire off to it later and smash something in the active. You run a 1/1 B-roll line. Supporters are pretty just consistency. You got 4 research, you got 4 Iono, and 3 boss. That's all we want to do is see cards, set up, and then be able to knock out what we want to knock out. To make sure that we can get the fire energy in play from the discard, you play 4 Magma Basin. Even though like the Stadium Wars aren't a thing anymore, you don't have to worry about path. You just need to get fire energy out of the discard and start powering stuff up. Yep. Lots of consistency in Ball Search. The Capturing Aroma was like one of the first things I wanted to cut, but the amount of times that you start Lone Arceus and like stuff that you can't play, but you have a Capturing Aroma, so maybe this will buy you. You'll get Tails and you can go get another Arceus or something. We're going to keep those in there. Switch. You got your 2 belts. This one's essentially for Charizard. The Max belt. Do 15 more to EX Pokemon. It can also help you be aggressive into Chien-Pao or something like that. And then you got Choice Belt to help hit 280 on some V Pokemon. 9 Fire, 4 DTE. Yeah, that's the list.
Good old ARC stuff. Awesome, Tyson. I'm excited to see this in action. On my end, we have got another top placing list actually from the last International Championship, the EUIC, saw, I think, 2 of these decks actually do pretty well. So, for those of you who couldn't tell quite yet, this is going to be the future Turbo Hands with Crowns deck. So obviously we start off with our 2 Miraidon. This is going to have your peak acceleration attack. So this is going to help you load up your bigger attackers off the rip. Ideally, your turn 1 is going to be going second, peak acceleration, some energy onto your primary attacker, which is the Iron Hands, of which we play 3, and that is paired with the Iron Crown EX. So of course, Iron Hands EX has the Amp You Very Much attack, 120, and you take an extra prize card if you get that knockout. And the Iron Crown EX, which feature that Cobalt Command, which is gonna help you do 20 extra damage. Pretty great. They do stacks, so you can end up hitting for some pretty decent numbers with this bad boy.
Yeah.
We also run Amu EX. Not quite as much as as a secondary attacker, but more so just as a pivot option, as well as getting bailed out by restart, because you're going to see just how much we are sort of just turboing into getting some attackers set up. So for that, we do end up playing 4 Research, 4 Arven, 2 Iono, and 2 Boss. The list that we are sort of taken from actually played an Erica's Invitation, which is a little bit too spicy for my taste. Definitely some interesting matchup roulette techs that you could implement. That is certainly one of them. And we've got the 4 Techno Radar.
Broken card.
4 Electric Generators, sometimes broken card. And we got the 4 Future Energy Capsules, as well as the Heavy Baton for our tools. So Future Booster, of course, adding that 20 damage and giving free retreat. And Heavy Baton is sort of going to be a pretty pivotal card in the deck, because it is going to let you load up 1 Iron Hands, and if it is knocked out by damage, all of that energy can transfer to another one of your benched Pokemon, which is pretty awesome. And we're definitely going to be hopefully proccing this whenever any of our Mons get knocked out that have energy on them. Continuing the sort of consistency spam, we got 2 Pokegear to look for all of those Research and Iono and whatnot. We got 2 Nest Ball. Original count was 1. We replaced that Erica's Invitation with 1 of these Nest Ball. Switch Cart, Lost Vacuum to deal with some of those tool cards, especially things like the Max Belt, so that you're not just dealing 50 damage for free to literally all of my Pokemon. A counter catcher, since your Miraidon is often going to be going down pretty dang quickly after it takes off with peak acceleration, and our A-spec of choice is going to be that Prime Catcher. Now for this list, I believe we are playing 14 Lightning. Yep, so a whole bunch, whole lot of Lightning. 12, 13, 14 Lightning, and 2 of the Psychic. This is in case we ever really see a line where we need to attack with those Iron Crown EX. We can utilize this to peak accelerate. Also, in single prize matchups, you can actually set up the second Miraidon to start attacking, as well as a single prize attacking option, which can be pretty good, especially because that Cobalt Guard does let you hit some really good numbers, which is pretty sick. All right, so ready to go?
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right, so okay, we got Nest Ball. We can go get our Arceus. We never like want the Delphox, but we can use the Delphox to set up knockouts. Let's find out. Okay, I think we actually take a Charcadet there, just to make sure we get one. But going for an Arceus, because we need attach DTE. I think we benched the Delphox just in case we don't get another V down, so we can get out some energy. We Magma Basin, and then we Squawk and Seize for 6.
Too good.
All right, Capturing Aroma, if we can. All right, it is Tails. I think we can hold off on the Heatran for now, just in case this still gives me an option to go into an Armarouge next turn. So I think for now, we're gonna say you don't have it, and we're gonna pass.
Alrighty, I will draw for turn. And our starting hand looks pretty decent. All right, we're going to start off by benching our Iron Hands EX. So I think the plan is we're going to go ahead and play an Arven. So from the Arven, I'm going to go ahead and grab these two guys right here. It's going to be the Heavy Baton and the Techno Radar. We're going to Techno Radar. I'm going to give up the Arven, an Iron Crown, and another Iron Hands. Okay, so these go into my hand. I am going to bench both of them. I'm going to put a Heavy Baton onto the Iron Hands, and we're going to play our first Electric Generator, looking at the top 5 and attaching any lightning energy we see there. We see 1 lightning energy. I overshuffled there because we are going to peak accelerate, but we're going to end our turn with peak acceleration dealing 60 damage boosted by the Cobalt command. And we are going to accelerate up to 2 basic energy onto our Mons. And we are going to load up. There's something to be said about potentially not overloading this first Iron Hands, but if the Baton is on there anyway, I think that is just how it be.
Yeah. So, okay, energy's good. I think is this. So we attach there. I saw you throw in Arven, so this is still probably fine, but I know you have access to Capsule, which could make that like futile, but we'll see. We are going to Trinity Charge.
At least we're getting energy out there.
Yeah.
We'll take that. We'll take that all day.
Go get 3 energy. Attach it to your bench. Okay, so in any way you like. It does not have to be to the bench. Cool. It's been forever since I played Arceus.
All right.
But,
alrighty, y'all. Did get a sneak peek at the top deck, which is okay.
Thank God.
Suboptimal, but we also need to see some cards, so we're going to have an Electric Generator, and we see 1 lightning, which is exactly what we need for this thing to start hitting.
I am in danger.
And we are going to Iona.
All right.
Putting our 1 down to the bottom and grabbing 6 fresh ones. And we're just going to go ahead and play this out more. Turbo E. Put down the other Iron Crown. Now, unfortunately, because we did prize check, but just so everyone's clear, we are missing 2 of our 4 Iron Crowns, which is some rough prizes. So I'm just going to retreat the Iron Hands with that Future Booster Energy Capsule. And we are going to go ahead and Arm Press for 200 damage.
There you go. All right. Let's see what we get. Okay, Nest Ball is good here. And hope that we get cards off the research. So I'll go for the Heatran. But it's also, we're going to use Magma Basin, kind of a liability because it's ampable, right? But we'll get there when we get there. We're going to send it with the research. 5, 6, 7. All right, Armarouge is great here. So the best thing for me to do here, yeah, you can't take a knockout on the Delphox. So this might buy me some time. So I can come up. I'm actually just going to Eerie Glow you.
All right. I don't know what that does.
You are burned and confused.
Burned and confused.
Yeah, so you take 20 damage
on checkup.
on the burn.
That is certainly a bit of a problem. We'll go ahead and roll.
Stay burned.
We stay burned.
Thank God.
And we're going to go ahead and draw for turn. So I think it's just going to be a Ribbit. Look at the top 7.
Please Iona me.
And there is a Research off the 7th card.
It is not the thing I need it to be.
So I think that's also a condition here, which means I am going to go ahead and attach this energy. We're going to Professor's Research away a Techno Radar and a Lightning Energy. We do see the Future Booster Energy Capsule, but can we get this thing out of the active? Does not look like it.
And no more Flaffy to save you.
I know. The Flaffy is not around, so we're going to go ahead and attach. At least we're getting knockouts here. So I think we're just going to go ahead and rip this electric generator because we are going to need this energy. And we see nothing. Stuff like boss's orders, right? So I'm going to go ahead and nest ball. And we're going to put down our Mew.
And this lets you move 3 of the energy.
So we are going to painfully retreat 4 energy. Hard retreating this Iron Hands.
As the kids say.
Yeet, as the kids say. Still has 20 damage on it, which is a little annoying. And we are going to attack with Miraidon using Sparking Strike, adding 60 damage on top of the 160 with 2 Iron Crowns and the Future Booster Energy Capsule. And we do take the first knockout, and we get 2 prizes for it.
So, top deck, not an Arceus V-Star, an Arceus V, which is... so I think we bench that and hopefully get the Trinity Charge to it to put some more energy out. And we Iono. Alright, we don't have the Arceus in hand, but we have the Arceus from Ball Search.
Hey.
I think we Capturing Aroma first. Thank God. We had to
Take those.
force a V-Star out. I think we're fine getting rid of a Nest Ball and a Choice Belt because we never use Choice Belt. I think we try that angle. So I think we go there. We attach for turn here. And then we Starbirth. We probably take the Arceus V-Star because the Arceus V-Star just is less of an easy mark than the Arceus V.
I'd agree.
And then we hope that the belt is this prize that we're about to take. Trinity Nova, take 1. Go get our last fire, put it there, and pray.
Pray indeed. So we're looking at a pretty solid hand, actually, and we're going to go ahead and top deck. And we actually draw the Miraidon, which is kind of ridiculous because I actually thought I was going to have to give up a Techno Radar for it. Let's go ahead and take it from the top. We're going to take the Miraidon. We're going to attach a basic energy for turn. I do kind of want to restart for 1, so we're going to go ahead and retreat. And we are going to switch card away the damage. And this is going here. And we are going to Mew EX for 1 card. And it's a Prime Catcher. We're going to go ahead and Iono. Alright. Not much more left to do. I don't think we need to deal the extra damage. And again, I'm a little bit worried about some of my mons getting stuck because we don't have the retreat cost. So
You actually, the only tool target that you have, is...
You are absolutely right. I forgot what the card says. And we are going to Peak Acceleration, dealing 80 damage, which is exactly what we need to get the knockouts.
Yep.
And we're going to accelerate 2 energy onto our Iron Hands EX. I think actually it makes more sense to hold it because I don't know what you're going to do. And that is important. So I think we hold it there. I think you're right. I think we should be holding that, and
you still take the knockout.
Two prizes, and we get to pass turn.
So I think the answer is we put up the Arceus, we drew into the Gouging Fire, don't really need them right now, so maybe that's a play for next turn, but we definitely do that. We Magma Basin. The question is, what's the target at the damage level it is for now? So we're going to put it on the Armarouge. We still bench this guy maybe, just so he's there.
Play around maybe a bundle or something.
Yeah. And then we Trinity Nova for the knockout. It's still not our max belt.
Miraidon goes down. We're going to push up the Mew. We're going to draw for turn. And, my friends, we have, in fact, top deck the boss's orders.
Okay.
So we will go ahead and we will Now this is still, oh no, that's not a problem. We're gonna attach return,
Yeah.
hard retreat, and we're gonna boss this up the squawk ability.
And do a bajillion.
And do arm press for 1,000,000 trillion damage. What was it? Yes, last week, 2,100.
Yeah.
2,100 damage with that boss's orders and getting the knockout. All right.
Can confirm. Better start than last time.
Hey, we like that. All right. Good luck, sir.
Please. All right. Draw for turn. So,
Got
Max
cards.
Belt showed up.
Got cards.
We got cards. I think. Let's see what's in there. Maybe we get second arc. We'll go second arc. The identity crisis is rough. But still love the variety. Love the new stuff. Arceus, though, still open Arceus attach pass.
Yep. Can't go wrong. All right. Well, for our turn, we'll go ahead and draw. We draw the Prime Catcher, which it seems silly, but there's a chance we might need it to get stuff out of the active because unfortunately, we didn't find any stellar switching cards. So we are going to go ahead and start off by playing down an Arven. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I think there's 2 crowns prize again.
Love.
Can't make this up. Yep, and it's 2 crowns prized again.
If every deck could play a heavy ball, they would. A Hisuian heavy ball, they definitely would.
Oh man, the heavy baton and the Techno Radar, and actually use the Prime Catcher early. We're going to utilize Techno Radar, and I think we're just going to discard. Sure, we're going to discard 1 Psychic, and we are going to pick up a second Iron Hands. And a Miraidon. And we are going to bench those.
And you do have the energy attachment in hand, yeah?
Yes. That's why I was kind of dreading having to put that one down.
Yeah.
And I think we are going to go ahead and bench.
Get some extra damage.
Yeah, an Iron Crown. Since, again, we just want to poke stuff as much as we can.
Just as after seeing EOIC, I realized that I never cook hard enough when I'm testing.
The curse of not cooking hard enough. All right, and we're going to actually let this electric generator rip now.
All right. Oh! Okay, so I was going to say, if you hit both.
All right, we're going to attach our heavy baton, and we are going to Prime Catcher up the Arceus that is on the bench. Pushing up the Miraidon. And we are going to peak Accelerate, dealing 60 damage.
Yeah.
Accelerating 2 energy.
I'm waiting for somebody to crack the Palafin so I can play it.
Faster?
All right. So top deck, the research is kind of sick, so we can double evolve. We always double evolve, right?
From every angle. That new stadium also is basically...
Well, the tool cards.
Basically kills the poor Drifloon build.
I get why they're doing it, but also...
Disgusting. But also disgusting.
All right. Research. We're fine putting the fire in because we got the basins. Okay. And you have a 1 card hand?
That is correct.
So you probably don't get there. So I think I am fine going attach, pass.
Ooh, spicy attach pass. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and draw for turn. So we did already have the Iona in hand. The Arven pains me to give up, but we cannot give ourselves another 0 card hand situation, I think.
No.
I think that's just not feasible, so we are going to go ahead and just play the Iona. So that is quite an Iona. That is an Iona of all time. So we are not amping up our damage too much. And, I mean, we're
could
already...
power up your Pokemon.
But we could power up our Pokemon for free, which is nice. So I think we're just going to have to start letting these rip. There's no reason to hold them.
Yeah.
Electric Generator going down. Electric Generator does find 1.
Or what I get off the draw, I mean.
Another Electric Generator. Looking at 5. We already hit 1. Okay. So this is kind of nice because that means we have to be slightly less reliant on this baton going through. So actually, we're going to attach for turn here. I think we're going to peak accelerate for another 60 damage, and we're actually going to start loading up this Iron Crown. So I think we're going to do that. We're actually going to peak accelerate to our Miraidon.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see.
That was the Iona of the century, truly.
All right. This is fine. We have attach for attack, and we can knock something out. We wish we had an out to a boss. We Nest Ball. Get a Charcadet. Ultra Ball.
Away.
There we go. We still hope for things though, right? Like this deck is not cooking at the moment. We take a knockout, well we take the first knockout, which is good. But
Research.
yeah, so we're gonna send it, get rid of our research, and draw 7. Alright, there's alright draws here. This could be very much worse.
And you
Oh yeah.
2040.
Let's say I am in danger of being amped regardless. But if I put the Delphox down, I give you a second amp target.
Yeah, any of the small mons now are making it pretty easy.
Yeah. Gonna Ultra Ball. I would like to have an Armarouge in hand.
Starburst away.
Okay, so I think we get a Charcadet and an Iono just to kind of. And now we Trinity Charge. We take 1.
Miraidon goes down. And we do have guaranteed amp in hand because we just need 1 more damage booster here to make that happen. We're going to draw for turn. And our top deck is Boss, which is fine to have for later. But that is not what we are here for. We are here for the Arven. So we're going to go ahead and take the Techno Radar and the Future Booster Energy Capsule. That goes to the discard. And I'm just going to take a quick look here and see. We're going to go ahead and Techno Radar away. And Energy. I guess we grab it, and then I think I'm just going to hold on to it. We're going to bench the other Crown. So now we are amping very much for
3.
For 3 prizes.
Gotta.
And we are going to use Ampy very much for 180 damage, taking the knockout.
I think this is the only correct option. Especially since like you can take 2 prizes on a Charcadet if you will need it to, so it's not like putting up a 1 prizer stops you at all.
This is true.
So we draw for turn. We know the Armarouge EX is in the discard, and we do not play Pokemon Recovery, so we're fine. Just evolving into these.
6, 2, 4, 6.
All right. Yeah, Arcfire is interesting. I'm going to put that here. Arcfire is interesting, and you have options for everything. So I think we Boss Crown.
Crown comes up.
And we Trinity Nova. No energy will come down, but we still just get to look at what's here. All right.
We're just going to go ahead and push up that Iron Hands. We don't have a free retreater, unfortunately, so it is what it is. And we did have Boss in hand already, so we're pretty happy with that. Okay. Very interesting top deck. We do like to see it. I'm going to go ahead and bench this Iron Crown. So we're actually going to play Lost Vacuum, and we're going to vacuum away the Maximum Belt. Way Lost Zone.
Yeah.
It is the off-screen Lost Zone. And then, I mean, since this thing stayed up, all I really need to do is like keep attacking, right? So, yeah, I think we just arm press here, right? I mean, it's pretty dang close to
You arm press here?
the check, yeah, because I mean, we're worried about an Iono for sure. And so now all we need is Boss, and we get to keep our hand, and even if we get Iono'd, we're still looking at least 3 cards. So I think I'd take my chances there for sure.
So we still do the same thing, still retreat. This time we put up the Heatran though. And we just remember how our deck works.
from the Magma Basin.
Fire off. And now we just take this knockout.
All right. So Heavy Baton hits. We're gonna go here and here, but I unfortunately don't think it matters. Iron Hands is gonna go down. And as you said, no way to have the right amount of information. We're gonna go ahead and get our top deck, and we have the boss's orders for the Arceus.
Yep.
And we have the booster capture to boot in case we needed the extra energy. And we are going to amp you very much for 3 again. Worker's a good draw card as well. Can't go wrong. All right, sir. All right, let's get her done.
We draw. We just play that down because we know it's never getting bumped. We play down the Char Cadet. Let's find out. I don't think we ever used the Delphox. And we're not Trinity charging this turn anyway. We also are not, oh yeah, we're gonna Squawk and Seize.
Trying a fresh 6.
Okay, we don't hate this. Definitely bench second Char Cadet. Attach for turn. And
The Aroma.
let's see. We would love a Tails here. It is heads. We also don't hate a heads, because that just means next turn we can evolve. Pass.
Alrighty. We're gonna draw for turn, and our hand is looking pretty solid, honestly.
For knockout.
It'd be pretty greedy. We're gonna go, I mean, we can still maybe see something crazy, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the Arven. Off the Arven, we're gonna go ahead and grab Techno Radar and Heavy Baton. And then we're going to instantly play the Techno Radar. And we're gonna discard, this goes to hand, and we're going to discard 1 lightning. To go ahead and grab ourselves the second Iron Hands and the Miraidon. And then we are going to Nest Ball. Playing cards everywhere. We're gonna Nest Ball to get down 1 Iron Crown.
Yeah.
It seems to be fine. We're gonna bench the Iron Hands. We're going to bench the Miraidon. And we have nothing else to dig for, so we are going to go ahead and use our first electric generator of the game, hitting 1 energy, which is better than 0. Oh.
In 1 turn. And whiffed all 3. And just said, all right, cool. Never playing this deck again. And it like that was the tournament that Jesse went 9-0 in day 1 and almost came in second.
Crazy.
Did not matter.
Gonna retreat the Iron Hands with the Future Booster Energy Capsule. We're going to attach a basic energy for turn, and we are going to deal 60 damage with Peak Acceleration. That is going to net us 2 extra energy as well, which is pretty good.
All right. Draw for turn. So evolve. What do I want to get off the Ultra Ball, though? Is there any fire in here? So that we don't, Trinity Nova and not get energy out. All right. Research.
Research for the big 7. A lot
So-
of fire energy.
a lot of fire, man. Which is kind of fine. I think what we do, so we evolve. We do this so we don't run into the problem we ran into last time, right? There's at least some fire.
We need fire in the deck. We do like that.
Play down the Heatran.
Heatran can start cooking it up.
Yeah.
Do sound pretty busted to have it.
We will unfortunately never get some of the great Sun and Moon trainers back, though. So off of the Magma Basin for turn.
Yeah, the 1 card hand here is not the best. We're gonna need a crazy top deck.
Still gonna Starbirth here because I kind of want some insulation. So I think those are the takes. Iono and Armarouge. And evolving into Armarouge keeps the Char Cadet from getting amped.
That's true.
We will Trinity Nova for the knockout and put some fire on this Arceus.
Grasping at literally any top deck to save us here. It is an Arven. So I think that's exactly enough, right? Oops, that's exactly enough.
Yeah, Arvin gets you Techno Radar, gets you 2 Crown.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and Arvin. So off of the Arvin, we're gonna grab Future Booster Energy Capsule and Techno Radar.
The booster capsule.
The booster
right?
capsule. Yeah, and I think you're absolutely right. I think that just is something we have to hold.
Ooh. Because Vacuum, like, you know, I play Belt. Vacuum could save you at some point.
Yep. And we're just gonna stack Iron Crowns.
Well, you're going to knock this out, but I have this guy set up.
We're gonna retreat. Iron Hands only with 3 energy, and we are going to arm press for 220. 20, 40, 60 plus 160 is 220. Double checking our math. We're gonna take 2 prizes.
Exactly enough to take the knockout. So, but we put that up because that's the attacker, right? That's what we need this turn.
Yes.
So, draw for turn, and we got a choice belt. Unfortunately, not that useful here. So, we're gonna Magma Basin. We are going to attach for turn. Yeah, we're gonna go full send and research.
Professor's research.
I was debating between researching and Ionoing you, but Ionoing will put you up a card.
Yep, this is true.
So research gets us a fresh 7, and it's actually kind of a dope 7. Okay, we evolve, but we will go ahead and use Fire Off.
700 energy hitting back here.
No. So with Fire Off, we'll move 2 from there.
It's 40 for each. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll move 1 from here. So now this is 160. That is 200. And that will put us at 250. And the good thing about this is I take 80 less damage from attacks next turn, so I know I'm not getting knocked out. We will Scorching Bazooka for the knockout.
Heavy Baton will proc, and we get to put 3 basic energy onto one of our bench Pokemon. They're all going on the next Iron Hands. And the next Iron Hands is moving up. Alright, y'all. Still in a bit of a top deck mode. Let's see what we can do here. It's a Miraidon. Not bad. Not good, but not bad.
If you can take 3 prizes, why not go Zoom? Your deck wants to go Zoom, right? Like that's you can punish me for having to play Squawkabilly.
Yep. And we're going to, so we're going to attach our last energy, and we're going to Boss's Orders up the Squawkabilly. And we do a gajillion damage.
Right.
Literally a trillion damage. Amp you very much for 3 prizes.
Now, what that did for me is gave me an extra turn with the maximum belt.
Sure.
Let me draw for turn. So this is where we're at. I'm gonna put a fire energy here, because if I end up in a situation where I need to use it, this can knock out Miraidon and take my last prize. So the Miraidon is still a threat, but that would make you need more things, right? Because you would need an energy, you would need booster capsule, you would need all 3 crown, or 3 crown on your bench, and you would need boss to make that happen. I think we base in here.
Yep. Keep that, for sure, keep that Heatran out of range at least.
Yeah.
And actually, that one's still out of range too.
Yeah. And then I think we kind of just hold and we Scorching Bazooka again for knockout.
Scorching Bazooka takes down the last Iron Hands EX remaining. And unfortunately, once again, we're just decking like crazy today. We're gonna push up our Iron Hand, or Iron Crown, draw for turn. And not only do we have the energy, the Future Booster, and the Prime Catcher off of the prize cards. Yep, so we're gonna push up the Prime Catcher. With the Prime Catcher, we're gonna push up the Heatran, pushing up the Miraidon, and we are going to Peak Acceleration for, I think, exactly 120 damage.
Yeah, you just
and then knockout. Oh my god. Yeah. Best of 3 then. All right, sir. Good luck.
We have the V-Star for next turn. Like, I want to do more things. And that is why when I play this deck at any other time, Squawkabilly is never in my opening. I've opened Squawkabilly like every game that we've played.
The temptation is real when it's already in hand. It hurts worse to like commit an Ultra Ball to it or something.
I think, honestly, the trade-off of Squawkabilly and not Squawkabilly in this matchup particularly, right now with the board state and what's in my hand, is kind of the same. I think I'm gonna actually just pass. I don't want to be playing the not.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna draw for turn. We draw a second Arven, and now that is the start that we've seen, there's more reason for us to just kind of get set up. So we're gonna go ahead and Arven, and we're gonna prize check for both of our prized Iron Crowns. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a Techno Radar, and fortunately we are slim on some resources, so we're gonna take the Techno Radar and the Future Booster. All right, we're gonna Techno Radar away 1 Lightning Energy. We're gonna grab a Miraidon.
Yeah,
and
I think
we have draw lined up, so I think we're gonna go ahead and grab the Iron Crown and a Miraidon.
I at least get a chance to Trinity Charge maybe and get some energy out.
That's true. And you can always, like, your deck is made to accelerate some energy, so if you really needed to, like, you can start moving energy around without the Arceus putting a ton of it into play, which is good, which is nice. We're gonna go ahead and bench the Iron Crown and the Miraidon. Just draw better.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna attach these Psychic Energy in case for some reason you end up moving around my attackers. And we're going to go ahead and, no surprise here, Peak Acceleration, dealing 60 damage. And accelerating 2 energy. Ideally, I'd like to put it on this one. All right, and we will pass.
All right, we draw for turn. Finally, the 1 switch showed up in a time when we didn't need it. So the Fire Energy is kind of better in the discard anyway. And we get a deck search. So we know we're grabbing a research. And we know we're grabbing a DTE.
Turns. Tap it for good luck there, and we're going to research away the hand.
All gone. So. The Heatran isn't terrible there. That's 6 cards. Okay. So we go Charcadet, Heatran, Nest Ball, probably for another Charcadet. Because we have Bibarel in hand. So we'll take our knockout. No energy acceleration, unfortunately, but we'll shuffle up and pass turn.
Iron Hands moves on up. We're going to draw for turn, and we draw a second research. So we're going to go ahead and Arven. It might seem insane, but I think that's what we're going to do either way. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Techno Radar and the Heavy Baton. We're going to go back in. No reason to shuffle here. Arven goes into the discard. Heavy Baton, going to go on our benched Iron Hands. Our energy for turn is also going to go to the bench Iron Hands, and we're going to Techno Radar away a Professor's Research now.
You need the other Crown Tome.
Yeah, so actually we don't have a choice here, which makes things easy.
Yeah.
Things you love to see.
Should have been an Arceus.
We're going to push up the Iron Hands now, retreating with the Future Booster Energy Capsule. We have a 1-card hand, and we are going to Arm Press for 20, 40, 60, 220 damage, and taking the first 2 prize knockout of the game.
Draw. Magma Basin. Basin onto the Heatran. Attach there. Evolve. Woo! I would have been able to have an Arceus with 3 energy on it already. But we'll see. And then restart for 2. We did already attach to this guy. And then for 2. We're gonna incisors. Yeah, we're just gonna accept our fate and pass.
Oh, all right. We are going to draw for turn. We do have the one lightning energy we need to get the Ampy very much off, so we're going to go ahead and attach that. We're also going to electric generator. And we're going to miss because that is what generator does.
At this point, though, to be fair, I do not know that it matters.
So we're going to Professor's Research away our 1 Pokegear. And we will draw 7. And I mean, not much else left that I really need to do here, right? We are going to amp you very much, and that is going to deal 200 damage, which is insane. 200 damage, amp you very much. This is the doomed future that,
Yeah.
who was it, Jake Gearhart?
That Jake warned us about. So we will basin. Attach. Fire off. Let's see. 140. I mean, we can at least do this and hit. We can swing for 190.
I'll take the 190 swing here. 60. Oh, you're making me do even more math. How dare you? All right, we're going to draw for turn, but it doesn't matter because this Iron Hands is juiced to the teeth. We're going to amp you very much, taking the last knockout and ending that game. Yeah, this matchup seems tough if you don't get the full setup. I think Squawk is just, it's hard to not give the Squawk.
Squawk in this matchup specifically, like, we have a basic. It's not the basic we want, but it's a basic.
All right, we take those, and we will snipe our 3 mulligans, right?
Yeah.
3 mulligans. All right, sir. Look, we're gonna draw for turn. Our hand is huge. Has a lot of good stuff on it if we were going second. So we are going to go ahead and bench our Iron Crown. We're going to Techno Radar, and we are going to Techno Radar away an energy. That's absolutely true. We're going to go ahead and grab a Miraidon and an Iron Crown. Start setting these guys up. So we're going to go ahead and attach to the Miraidon and a vacuum. So I am unafraid. No fear. We will attach the heavy baton, and that is my turn.
All right. I'm gonna draw into absolutely nothing. If you're curious as to
What the hand looks
so
like.
this is what I drew into, and this is what I started. So you put that down just to not get donked. If when Charcadet gets knocked out next turn, then we can just have something already in there for fire. We'll boss something up to make him have to go get a capsule and pass turn.
All right, we'll draw for turn. Not a lot we have to do here, so we're going to go ahead and Arven. And maybe another Techno Radar is our solution here, because I'm not looking to Iono you anytime soon.
No.
With that start, that is not happening. We're going to go ahead and attach the Future Booster Energy Capsule, and we're going to Techno Radar away one of our Ionos for another Crown and our other Iron Hands. All right, we're going to attach 1 energy for turn onto the benched Iron Hands. We're going to retreat. We're going to retreat the Iron Crown EX at the Future Booster Energy Capsule, peak acceleration, taking the knockout, drawing 1 prize card, and accelerating some Engergees.
Right.
And this is a top deck time.
Yeah,
Well,
no, the game is over. There is no top deck time. So we top decked the Bibarel. I think the only play that we have here is to try and play our hand down as much as possible and hope that we incisors into nothing. So incisors for 4. Oops. And we incisored into nothing. So.
Oh my goodness. Fast turn. All right, well, we don't have it in hand, but it's looking pretty dire. We're going to attach for turn. There's still a world where we miss here. I'm hoping that it's not the world we find ourselves in. Since this stuff is going to the discard, I am okay with taking a resource just in case. So we're going to go ahead and loss on that. And we're going to Professor's Research away. 7 cards looking for a future booster energy capsule. And we don't see it, which does buy you a turn. So we're just going to start hitting the electric generators. We're here. Nothing. Dude, I will say the generators today, people played Miraidon willingly. This is crazy. All right, well, that's all I got. Pass turn.
All right. Okay, so we top decked Ultra Ball. We can finally go get an Arceus. And we can finally deck search. I don't think we've done that yet. So we are fine going double fire energy to the discard. So we got 1 energy prized. Because Tail Smash could do 100 damage.
I'm saying.
Or we could.
You would need to attach
nothing.
it to the bead if you were going to tail smash
Yeah,
too.
but
So.
we definitely are not tail smashing just because it's on a coin flip, but we will Industrious. All right, so we got that. What could pass turn?
All right. I'm going to draw for turn. And honestly, the hand isn't stellar because I don't want to lose this boss. Top Tech didn't help, so I think we are going to research this thing away. I think we are just continually loading up the Iron Hands. And we can't give up any more turns. I'm going to go ahead and Professor's Research away. Discarding. Oh my god, no way. We missed. We missed a way
What, to retreat out?
to retreat out. So we're gonna pass again.
All right. So, just want to I'm gonna put down the Charcadets. I want to evolve. I'm going to retreat, Bibarel. So the Starbirth has to be DTE and something. The question is, what is the best knockout here? Maybe we do that. So we incisors for 2. Play down the second Arceus. Maximum belt from hand. And we Trinity Nova. This Trinity Nova is going to get us DTE and... yeah, we'll get the Armarouge. So, with the current hand, we evolve, we attach, and Trinity. Well, how many cards in your hand?
We have 7.
7. I think because there's no variation of this 7 that gets you this knockout, we let you keep it. And we Trinity Nova for 230. Pull out some fire energy.
It's pretty good.
It was looking bleak, but
Slightly come back.
Yeah, we get to take prizes with a capsule on the Iron Hands.
All right, we'll draw for turn. We're gonna go ahead and play the Arven. I believe the Lost Vacuum was in here. If it is not, we are in trouble. It is not, we are in trouble.
I think you had to dump it early.
Yeah, I think you're right. Guess a generator. And we have like very few energy left in deck, but that's okay. We're We're going to put the future booster here to make sure it doesn't get trapped, since that's basically the last thing we need to worry about. We're gonna electric generator. And are we gonna hit any energy? No. I think that's 0 for 3, dude.
So my question is...
All right, not much else left to do here. We're going to...
And I think even with the 60 plus...
So I'd have to put both that and an Iron Crown down.
Yeah,
for
you'd
that
have
to matter.
to have that and another...
Okay. Yeah, I think I have to commit to that, right?
Yeah.
To get me closer. All right, and we are going to peak acceleration for 20, 40, 60, 80 plus 40 is 120. I think we just send the lightning. Send the lightning, he says. All right, that's all we got.
All right, draw for turn. We draw into a fire, which could be dope. So we're going to bench the Arceus V-Star. Let me go there. Do I want to play this hand down some more? Yes. Which I was always going to boss this turn. We'll boss up.
Benched Iron Hands comes up.
Hands. Industrious Incisors for 2. And that will get us our Armarouge EX. So we're kind of chilling. So now we've got a big guy that, you know, worst comes to worst, we can throw him up and he does not get one shot. Take our knockout. We go fish some energy out. And we really want a Magma Basin.
Clear there.
Yeah, you get that. Yeah.
I'm gonna bench the Iron Hands. We're gonna keep these things in deck, I think. I almost want to, as insane as it sounds, I almost want to thin out the boss. But, I mean, that's all we got. That's all we really need to do, I think. And we just have to hope that you don't see the last energy. So, we're going to go ahead and amp you very much. We're going to take 3 prizes. Arceus goes down.
Yeah. Let's see. It's not a Magma Basin. It's a Radiant Heatran. He is actually decent Ultra Ball fodder at this point.
Yep. Take out something. I would probably take out something that isn't a basic. Because then you can't bench it.
I think there might be a V-Star still in there or something.
I'd do that so that you don't draw into it and not be able to bench it.
There are only basics in here. Tee. All right.
Oh man. From the brink of absolute despair.
This game was over. There was nothing to do. I will say I know there's an energy in here, and I wish that we had saw it off those last prizes. So we incisors. None of those are the thing. This could let us potentially
Then even further.
Yeah. All right. Yep. And we got basic. So we take the Squawkabilly out. Attach.
No V's to worry about this time around.
No.
Make sure these are the right side up. Okay, so we have quite a few outs. Unfortunately, we drew into a lot of our pokey gear, so our out was actually never boss.
All right. Neither of these cards are Magma Basin. So I just have to hope that neither of those cards are boss. I think we just pass.
All right. We're going to draw for turn. Maybe Baton is not what we need. And actually, I mean, realistically, we need to see the Prime Catcher. That's like all I have left to play for.
Yeah.
So we're not going to shuffle the deck with anything, not like we can. We're going to go Professor's Research, discarding. I guess I should have put the future energy, booster energy somewhere, right?
If you just don't want to waste it, yeah. You can put both those cards down and it wouldn't matter, but...
Yeah, we're going to do that. 1, 2, 3, and off the top, it is going to be the Prime Catcher that we needed. We're going to Prime Catch the Bidoof. Take down the Bidoof. I'm going to move this up and then retreat it with the Miraidon. Amp you very much for 2.
Yeah, we would have had it next turn because we had Research, and Magma Basement was 3 cards down.